Today we're breaking down my absolute favorite song of all time, Airbag by Radiohead. Having a favorite song is kind of dumb because it kind of changes day to day, but I think it's good to just have something that you can say is your favorite song that is at least kind of cool. And today we're going to learn the intro riff to Airbag off the intro track to OK Computer, and it sounds something like this. So this is going to be a really good lesson in octaves and how they give you just such a powerful open sound that is a little bit different from power chords, even though it's kind of a very similar concept. And nothing really signals the feeling of glory like the intro riff to this song. And I think this is just really like an expert use of octaves, and we're going to talk about what that is. So an octave is just, we start with like one note, right? In this case, this is going to be low E note. And then if we add the octave, that would be the next highest E note. The way we're going to find that is going to be the second fret on the D string. So E, E. Okay, the reason it's called an octave is because it's 8 notes away in the major scale. You can play a major scale anywhere, like on A. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Grab the 1 and the 8, an octave. Okay, so it's 8 notes away in the major scale, which is actually 12 notes away on a guitar or just in music in general. So like an open E would be the open string. If we tracked an octave along this one string, it would take us to the 12th fret, right? So the 12th fret is where the octave bar is, however you want to look at it, which is going to come in handy later. So now the way we're going to play this is just open E and 2 D, but we don't want to hit the open A string, right? If we hit the open A string, then it's more of like a chord. We're adding another note in there. We don't want that. We want to just keep the sound of 2 notes an octave apart moving around. The way we're going to do that is I'm going to hold that D string down, but I'm going to have my middle finger bump into the A string so I can't hear it. And then when I hit all 3 strings, I'm only hearing the low E and the next highest E, all right? So really, let's just go through a sequence. Let's break this up in a couple parts. And we're just going to go the sequence of single notes, and then we're going to add the octave, okay? So the first one is just going to be open E, 1, 8, 7, 9, 5. Okay, so if we break this into parts, that's just the first part. It can almost this riff has almost like a meandering kind of sense to it that doesn't seem very structured, but it really is. So that's why I like breaking it into parts, and every part is going to start with an E and then an F. So in this case, open 1, 8, 7, 9, 5. All right. Now if we add the octave to that, and you'll notice I'm not just playing it straight. I'm adding some vibrato for each one. In a way that kind of makes it seem a little unstable, which is kind of like the overall arc of that album. And Johnny Greenwood's playing is a perfect reflection of kind of what they're doing songwriting. Okay, so the first part is just open 1, 8, 7, 9, 5. And really those are going to be all the notes we use this entire thing. If we made a scale out of the notes of the song, it would be E, F, A, B, C, C sharp. Those are the only notes. Okay? We're just going to kind of move them around a little bit. So the second part is going to be open 1. Okay? So we've got open 1, 8, 7, 5, 9. All right? Now the third part is really the exact same thing as the first part, except we're going to take an octave up, and instead of starting on this E and going to that F, we're going to start on this E and then go to this F, right? So the only thing that changes from the first part, where we went open 1, 8, 7, 9, 5, we're doing the same notes starting higher. And it makes a huge difference where you're coming from, if you're coming from below or you're coming from higher up. So below, same notes starting an octave higher. Okay, so this would be the first and the third part. And the last part, okay, open 1, 8, 7, 5. And the song kind of starts on that A major chord thing going on there, right? So, just to kind of show you the difference between the sound of an octave, a root note, and its eighth in a scale, right? Just the next highest note, next highest pitch. And a power chord, a root note, and its fifth, that would sound like this if I played that same riff in power chords. In that case, we're kind of harmonizing the root note with its fifth. Now, some of you might think that actually sounds better, but in the context of that band in a group, octaves give you more of an open sound because you're just kind of doubling a note and you're omitting that fifth. So it's not really a chord, but it still has like a powerful presence of a sound, which again, that's why Radiohead is one of the best bands ever, is because everybody is really truly aware of their own space within the band, and Johnny Greenwood knows that better than anybody. So using octaves is a great way to kind of maybe open up a sonic space for somebody else to step in. Now, if you're doing just a solo acoustic guitar thing, have at it. Play like a 1-5-8 instead of a 1-8, right? Because it kind of fills out that sound a little more. But the way they play that signature riff is definitely all about octaves, and you'll hear that in a lot of different songs. So if you don't have that incorporated into your playing, feel free to just start trying it out because it's a good way to thicken up the sound of a single note without making it too busy in case there's like other maybe instruments in the mix. So definitely, if you have any questions, hit me up in the comment section, Instagram, Twitter, the website, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Thanks a lot.